Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wildman Lacquer. If you're new, hi, my name is Caroline, and I love to talk about nail polish. So if you are a nail polish enthusiast as well, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. In today's video, it is the much anticipated, at least for me, a video of my Enchanted polish collection. I have gathered all of my Enchanted nail polishes to show you guys. All of them are swatched on their little nail rings. And although I was initially looking for my 20 polishes, I did find these 4 down here in a D-stash more recently, so those are new additions to my collection, and I'm really excited about those. So let's go ahead and jump into my Enchanted nail polish. For those that are unfamiliar with Enchanted nail polish was an indie brand that recently went out of business. I want to say either early 2022 or possibly late 2021. So unfortunately, since they are no longer being made, you won't be able to find any of these on the retailer's website, at least the original retailer. Although if you wanted to put them down on a wish list or anything like that, you can always keep your eye out for them in a D-stash. So let's go ahead and jump in. I have alphabetized most of my collection. However, the last 4, the most recent newbies to my collection, are down here in the corner. So the first one from my Enchanted nail polish collection is called Across the Universe. This is one of the multi-chromes, and it also has a smattering of holographic in there. The main colors that I see in this one are blue and purple, but I do see many shifts in that purple. So along with the purple and blue across the top of the bottle, I'm also seeing like a burgundy or a deep fuchsia. And then I'm also seeing gold and green along the edges of the bottle, although I don't see, there we go, I see a little bit of the gold popping up there on camera. And then that beautiful holographic flash in there as well. So this is it on the nail ring. All of these were done when I originally bought each polish, so I'm not really sure if it is 2 or 3 coats. And I also don't remember if it's got top coat, so apologies about the incomplete information. But there it is on the nail. You can see the beautiful blue flash on the left side of the nail and that purple to pink flash on the right. And like I said, in person, what I'm seeing on camera as this purple flash is actually a mix of like bronze to like a deep berry. And then the purple is actually on this side of the nail where you're seeing blue. So that's how shifty this polish is. Depending on the lighting, it's going to shift beautifully. I think on that side you can sort of see the colors that I'm talking about, the berry and the gold. Yeah, beautiful. That's only showing up on that corner, but off to a beautiful start with Across the Universe. Next up, we're going with this soft pastel color. This is April 2015. I wasn't really familiar with the Enchanted brand back in 2015. I don't think I even was that familiar with indies in general, so I was rather late to the game. I discovered indies, I think, in 2017, I think. And then polish pickup in late 2017, so my first shop of polish pickup, slightly getting off track here, was the January 2018 polish pickup. But so in 2015, I was not familiar with this brand, but I think based on the label that they possibly had like a monthly polish. So this came out in April of 2015. And this is a very soft and delicate color, actually rather pretty for winter. It's kind of hard for me to describe if this is like a gray, a taupe. I mean, it is very, very soft, but look at the hollow in there. You've got a beautiful shift in there from the holographic rainbow. And I want to say that that pink that you're seeing is also an additional shifting shimmer. So like I said, it's a very soft and delicate color. And that again is either 2 or 3 coats. I'm not too sure. So again, apologies about the incomplete information, but that one was April 2015. Next up is one of my favorites and one of the stragglers to me being able to do this video. I recently found it in my last Organize With Me video. You can check that out there if you haven't already. I have about, I think, 8 of them until I finally found the rest of my Enchanted polishes, and this is Candied Opal. This is, I think, probably one of my favorite collections from her because it has these beautiful iridescent glitters in it. These have been, for a very long time, even before I discovered indies, one of my favorite components in nail polish. They're beautiful, they're shifty, they're twinkly, they're just gorgeous. And this is one of a few that I have from this sort of a, what did they call it, opal collection. So this particular one is red in the bottle, but as you can see from the swatch nail, it is a bit of a berry leaning color. And then all of those beautiful shifting iridescent glitters in there twinkle away beautifully in oranges and golds and a little bit of green as well. It is such a juicy, juicy color. I just love it. And I want to say that there's probably a scattering of hollow in this as well. Yeah, because I'm seeing little twinklings of rainbow in there as well. I see the little particles there. I think that's the hollow in this one. So it's a beautiful, beautiful tone, color, and finish on this one. Absolutely stunning. And I want to say I did find this in a D-stash. So that one was Candied Opal. Next up is another shimmering light color. This one is Castle on a Cloud. This one is another mix of shifting shimmer and holographic. Now, just to compare it to April 2015, the shimmer is a bit more pronounced in Castle on a Cloud, although they are sort of similar in the base color being rather delicate, although I think the April 2015 one is a bit more on the crelly side of things, whereas Castle on a Cloud is a little bit more on the sheer side, so mostly that shimmer and the holographic particles. And this one is another just iridescent beauty. It is so beautiful and shifty. In person, I'm seeing a lot of pink and gold, but as you're seeing on camera, that pink that I'm seeing in person is actually sort of a purple across the top of the bottle and on camera. You're seeing a little bit of blue there at the top of the bottle. Beautiful, and of course, all of that lovely holographic. This one I think would make a really fun topper as well because it is on the sheerer side, as you can see on the nail ring here. But another gorgeous color, and that again was Castle on a Cloud. The next one is one of my favorite colors of green. This is Daydream. This particular shade of green is one of my favorite colors for spring, and I also like to wear it in wintertime. It's just a beautiful color. This particular one has an kind of a surprise element in it because, as you can see, it's got some shifting shimmer in it, but if you look closer, it's got little like glass flecks in a blue, and I see more hollow, so it's got that hollow flare to it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. There it is on the nail. You can see that little holographic flare. It's not going to be a super linear holographic, but it will add a beautiful twinkling effect to the nail. And again, this is just one of my favorite greens. Look at that hollow. So that one was Daydream. Next up is one of the toppers. This one is Gin in a Bottle, and this is a holographic topper. Look at the hollow in this one. This one is really beautiful. This one does have that linear flare to it. So you can add this as a linear holographic topper to any color. What I like about this one is it is a dainty enough topper that, as you can see from this, you're not going to bombard whatever color it is you're putting this over with a gray tone. This is still very, very sheer, so it's not going to overpower that color. It's just going to add that wash of rainbow. I will eventually have to come back and do a comparison of my holographic toppers, but I think this one is really beautiful. And I want to say that there might even be a little bit of a shimmer in here because I'm seeing a little bit of a gold here, and on camera that gold is actually blue. So there might be a little bit of like maybe a UP pigment or some other very small particled pigment that shifts. But a lovely combination, and that again was Gin in a Bottle. Next up is a really unique polish. This one is called Entwined, and oh my goodness, this one, I don't remember when it came out, but look at that gorgeous flash. The tone of this one is a really rich, deep berry, but then there's this multi-chrome shimmer in it So you've got blue along the bottom. I'm seeing orange along the edge of the bottle, which I think might be a bit camera shy. And then there's a scattering of holographic glitter in here as well. Such a rich, gorgeous color. There it is on the nail. This one is perfect for fall, although I don't think I actually did end up wearing this, but this is another one that I'm pretty sure should have been on my fall rack, and if it wasn't last year, it will be this year. This is such a beautiful shade, and again, very unique. I love this combination of that rich berry. I'm actually seeing more berry in person from my angle. You're seeing some of that multichrome come out to play with sort of a blue to purple here, and a beautiful berry tone on the right side of the nail. And then, of course, the twinkling of those holographic glitters. But that blue on the edge, on the bottom down there, just gets me. That is just gorgeous. And again, the shifts on this are spectacular because in person, where you're seeing blue, I'm actually seeing gold. So another beautiful shifty polish that, again, was entwined. The next polish is another one of the multichrome hollows. This one is Future Reflections. And this is, wow. Spectacular. Look at the hollow. Rainbow in a bottle. This particular one is one of the colors that's actually really hard to identify what the main color is because there's just so much holographic going on. Plus there's that shifting multichrome to it. But I'm seeing purples and golds, greens, just a lot of colors. Blue, another shade of like that fiery blue along that edge. Really, really stunning. Look at that flare. Wow. Great formulation on this one. That one was super spectacular. And again, the holographic flare on this one is just amazing. You can see more of that color shift in the multichrome base. Sort of a blue to purple with little red and orange hints at the edges. Stunning. So that one was Future Reflections. Next up is another one from the Opal collection. This was another straggler that was hiding out in my last Organize With Me tote, and this one is called Gingerbread Opal Latte, again with the beautiful iridescent glitters, this time in a lovely gingerbread brown base, and more hollow. So again, you're going to get those fall colors in those glitters. You've got orange and gold. Then you've got that sparkly rainbow from the holographic in there. And the brown color of this is really rather unique. It's a little bit yellow toned. It is really pretty. I have yet to wear this one as well, but it's another one that I should pull out for fall again and see if I can't get around to wearing it. But that again was Gingerbread Opal Latte. And actually on the base of the bottle you can see green and blue. Gorgeous. Up next is another one of the shimmering holographics. This one is called Ice Castle. This is very similar to Castle on a Cloud. I think this might have been maybe a castle collection. Just to show you them side by side, Castle on a Cloud is on the left, Ice Castle is on the right. They are similar, but they do have different shimmers in them. So Castle on a Cloud leans more purple to pink, whereas Ice Castle leans more of the icy colors of blue, pinks, and purples, as well as golds and orange. So there's lots of colors going on in both of them. Similar, but different. So Ice Castle is another gorgeous color that I'm sure would make a beautiful topper as well, but also a very pretty iridescent polish for winter. I love the blue flash in here. You've also got that twinkling of the holographic in there, adding a little bit of even linear on this one. So that one was Ice Castle. Next up is another beautiful multichrome. This one is Icelandic Sky. This one was actually one of the polishes that I bought directly from her website, probably in 2019 or 2020. Whenever it came out. And this one has such a beautiful green flash to it in this really rich night sky base. And what's really pretty is that shift, or the base, or maybe both, has shifts to it. So I don't know if you can see all the rainbow there at the base of the bottle, but you've got green and gold and pink and purple. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is it on the nail. The shifts, I think, on the nail aren't as prominent, but again, with this type of shift, depending on the lighting and the lighting source, You might get better shifts out in daylight or in your car, different lighting, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the inky base to this one, and it is another one that's fairly unique to my collection. So that is Icelandic Sky. And the next one is another from the Opal collection. This one is Iridescent Opalescence. And look at this gorgeous blue color. Again, with those gorgeous opalescent iridescent flakies. You have orange and gold and green. Then you've got this really pretty inky blue base that all of those warmer colors are going to flash off of. You also have more shimmer in here as well. I'm seeing a little bit of like a green to gold to orange. And you've got hollow. So a lot of beautiful components all in one. I think this is one of my favorites from the opalescent collection and in my Enchanted collection as a whole. It is just gorgeous. So that one was Iridescent Opalescence. All right, guys, we're halfway there. Next up is another from the Multichrome collection. This one is called Kids. This one has more of that multichrome base with a load of hollow. There's that gorgeous holographic. This is another one that's really hard to sort of describe because it is multichrome, so you've got lots of different colors going on. Let's see, let's compare it to Future Reflections. And Future Reflections is here on my right, Kids is on my left. They are similar, but I want to say that Future Reflections is darker and has a different shift to the shimmer that's in it. So you've got more blue, like a darker blue to Future Reflections that shifts to like purple and gold and orange. And then Kids has more of a red to purple flash. And it's a lighter, almost more silvered out multichrome. So again, similar but different. Kids has that beautiful linear holographic. And again, that gorgeous shift is just spectacular. So that was Kids. And again, the base shots of these, you can see all the different colors along the edges. So pretty. Next up is another multichrome. This one is called Magical Mystery Tour. I want to say this one came out in the Beatles collection or one of her Beatles collections. And this one is another gorgeous, gorgeous multichrome. I think we're going to compare this one to Across the Universe because I think actually this one also came from the Beatles collection. And again, they are similar but different. So Across the Universe actually has more of a dark blue to magenta or almost a red, whereas Magical Mystery Tour is again kind of like Kids was to Future Reflections. It's a little bit lighter and you have more of an aqua to teal across the face with a bit of red across the side of the nail. So again, that was Across the Universe and Magical Mystery Tour. So Magical Mystery Tour is another absolutely gorgeous one. I'm seeing a lot of greens and golds on the edge of this one as well. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the blue as well. Love that. I also really, really like the tone of blue that you're seeing in this one. I'm seeing it shift to pink and purple in person as well. So that was Magical Mystery Tour. Next up is one of the Crelly shimmer formulas, and this one is called Moon Lagoon. Again, you can see the gorgeous shimmer in there across the edges of this bottle. You see green and gold, orange, blue, a little bit of copper. And the base of this one is a really unique shade of green, almost like, I would almost say like a sagey green. And then you've got that beautiful shifting shimmer. It doesn't show up as much on my swatch, but I don't think I applied top coat. I think that might help sort of amplify the shifts on this one. But it's a really beautiful, beautiful color and another one that's pretty unique to my collection. I don't think I have one like this, even in this tone of green. So maybe I'll have to give this one a try in the fall as well. So that one again was Moon Lagoon. Next up is another of the multichromes with hollow. This one is called Octopuss Garden, and I think this one also came out in the Beatles collection. Look at the inky colors on this one. Oh, so beautiful. So to compare this to Across the Universe, because I think that's Actually, no, that's not even close, but we're going to do a comparison anyways. It's one of those colors where when I'm holding it up to the camera, they actually look more similar than they are in person. And by that, I mean you're seeing similar shifts, but down here, Across the Universe has more blue, and this has a lot more of a rich purple to red. So just so you know that, because up here, you're seeing some blue from here and some blue from Across the Universe. But you can see a little bit more of a warm tone across the edge of Octopuss's Garden. And by comparison, it's a brighter blue that's in Across the Universe. So Octopuss's Garden has that beautiful, I would say, autumnal color flash to it, along with that really rich midnight sky multichrome that shifts from this really inky blue to rich royal purple to burgundy to orange to gold to red. It is beautiful. I would say the closest one that comes to mind of another multichrome that this might be like is possibly from ILNP. Oh, and I can't think of what it was called. Cygnus Loop, maybe? So I can't find my Cygnus Loop at the moment, but I did pull out Birefringence, and it is somewhat similar in that you do have that really rich purple to blue shift with a rich warm shift to it. But as you can see from this angle, they are different. The blue shift on this one is more of a blue. This is more of a blurple. So it's probably more similar to Cygnus Loop if I could find that one. But these do have some similar flashes to it. And that again was ILNP's Birefringence and Octopuss's Garden from Enchanted. Just a little comparison for you in case you have that one. But this is another one, again, that I should pull out for fall because it's just such a beautiful color. So that again was Octopuss's Garden. Next up is one of the hollow shimmers. This is called Outdoor Ice Skating. I believe I got this at the same time that I got Icelandic Sky, and it is a beautiful aqua leaning blue, full of holographic and full of shimmer. See that warm glow popping up? Plus you've got other particles in there. I don't know if they're going to show up on camera, but there's two different particles of shimmer in here, then the holographic. It is a beautiful, beautiful color, and the flash of the shimmer and the holographic on this one is really beautiful on the nail. You can see that holographic flare and that shimmer. This one is a beautiful one for winter, although I think you could probably wear this in summer just fine because of that beautiful pool color of blue. Just look at that flash. Absolutely gorgeous. So that one was Outdoor Ice Skating. Next up, I'm actually not sure if this one is a multichrome or a shimmer because I see both very prominently. This one is Prism of Darkness. I see a really stunning green gold flash across the entire face of the bottle, but on camera I'm actually seeing it as more of a golden bronze. There is a really dark base to this, as you can see on the nail. I would call this a very rich purple maybe. There's holographic plus that shimmer. This is a beautiful vampy color. I love it on the nail. That flare of the holographic is really stunning. I don't think I have a top coat on this one, so that might amplify it even more. But another one that's pretty unique to my collection, and that again was Prism of Darkness. Next up is one of the flaky polishes, and this one is called Siren. This is a gorgeous multi-chrome flaky bomb, and I want to say there's probably a couple of different kinds, as well as some holographic in there as well, because on the nail you can see a little bit of rainbow twinkles. This one is going to be more on the sheer side, as you can see along the edge here, so it definitely has top abilities. You could wear this over a lot of different colors, or even wear it over black to sort of save yourself some polish, and that way you don't have to use up as many flakies over your nail. But it is another really gorgeous color. I would say the closest thing that you could find is another ILNP along the same lines of this. ILNP has a lot of these multichrome flakies, so if you're looking for something similar, I would definitely check them out. I'll link ILNP down below, that way you can check them out if you want to. But this one I see green and purple, pink and gold, orange, plus all the rainbow colors that are showing up from the holographic. I see different tones of blue as well. This is really like a deep rainbow in a bottle. You can see those holographic glitters twinkling away. So that, I think, is my only flaky polish from Enchanted, and that was Siren. Next up is a deep toned multi-chrome with holographic. This one is called Yesterday, another one from the Beatles collection. And just to compare this to, let's see, what would be the closest? Actually, I don't think this would really compare to any, but we'll compare it to Entwined just to have a comparison. As you can see, Entwined has more of that berry, blue, and purple going on, whereas Yesterday has a fall tone to it with some purple along one flash, one facet of the flash. So this is another beautiful fall polish. You've got a multi-chrome shift that shifts from different shades of orange, gold, and rich purple, like a berry toned purple. Plus you have the holographic in there. You can see that scattering there, right there. Another gorgeous, gorgeous color. Here it is on the nail. I love the tone of this one, and the shifts are just fire. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see a little bit of gold and green there on the corner edge of the bottle. Another one that I definitely need to pull out for fall. So that was Yesterday. All right, so that was my original collection that I had. Now we're moving on into the 4 polishes that I found recently in a D-stash. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the viewer that reached out to me and gave me the opportunity to buy the polishes that she was D-stashing. Thank you, thank you. You know who you are. So down here, the first one that we're going to start with is one of the ones I was really excited to find in her D-stash, and this one is the 90s. I think I totally missed the release of this one, but this is right up my alley. I am an 80s and 90s kid, so this was very nostalgic looking for me. I love the mix of the glitter. You've got the speckles of white and black glitter with a bunch of neon colors. This is so, so fun. I think this will make a beautiful addition to my summer nail polish rack. I just love all of the different colors. You've got purple, green, yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue. I may have repeated some of those. And then as you can see, you've got the scattering of black and white, small glitters in there, and a beautiful white curly base. Really, really like this one. Very happy to be able to add this one to my collection. And again, that one was the 90s. Next up is sort of a surprise pick for me that I got in her D-stash, and this one is Hula. And the reason it's a surprise is, if you are new to my channel, reds are not exactly my favorite color family. Reds and yellows are 2 of the color families that are a bit outside my wheelhouse, but I am slowly growing in my appreciation for some shades of red and some shades of yellow. And the reason why I liked this one is, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. So it is a beautiful, almost pink leaning cherry red. And then you have that beautiful flash of pink, blue, and purple in there, and a scattering of holographic glitter. I thought I would definitely give this one a shot because, as you may have heard me say in other videos, this particular flash in nail polishes gets me every time. I absolutely love it. I thought that if anything could make me love a red polish, that would be it. So I was happy to be able to find this one in a D-stash and give it a try. Again, this is another polish that I don't even think I knew existed, but just look at that again. Oh, it just gets me every time. It is so beautiful. You've got the blue and purple flashing here. Then along the right side of the bottle, you've got some gold popping. I definitely think I'm going to enjoy this one. I might have to see about adding this to my summer rack. So that was Hula. Next up is my favorite. favorite one. I, again, missed this release, and I think I maybe even knew about it, but I somehow didn't get it. And I'm really, really thankful that I was able to find this in this D-stash. Again, thank you for giving me the opportunity to buy this. This one was Kyr Crystals, and I want to say it came out in a little cluster of Star Wars inspired polishes that she released possibly even last year, if not in 2021. It was 2020. And look at this amazing glitter polish. A, it is a beautiful shade of blurple, and B, look at the holographic glitter on this. It is so sparkly. This is another one of my favorite finishes of nail polish, I think, because it's so fantastically sparkly and rainbowy and glittery and beautiful. And I love, love, love this tone of this blue purple. Again, if you are not new to my channel, you hear me go on and on about blurples being my favorite because they're just a favorite color combination of mine. I love purples, but when you mix blue in it, it just, I don't know, it just talks to me. I love it. Hopefully some of you can appreciate what I mean. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense, but you see so many of the beautiful colors of the rainbow in all of that amazing holographic twinkling glitter. I might just have to get this on my nails in the summer as well because I just can't. I can't wait until fall or winter to put this on. It's beautiful. So again, a huge thank you to the person that reached out and gave me the opportunity to buy this one. So that was Kyr Crystals. And then the last polish that I got in that D-stash is Pursuit of Happiness. This is another absolutely beautiful multi-chrome shifting polish. You see purple and berry and deep blue, orange at certain angles. It's so vampy and inky. You can see the gold popping up there on the edge of the bottle. And that beautiful shift between the berry tone and dark blue is just beautiful. In person, I'm seeing that beautiful flash of aqua as actually a berry tone across the whole face of the bottle. So again, you're going to have different shifts depending on the lighting that this one is in. Absolutely love it. This was another one that I don't even think I knew existed. So I was happy to see it in a D-stash and be able to add that to my collection. So that one was Pursuit of Happiness. So again, thank you to my viewer that reached out to let me have an opportunity to shop her D-stash of Enchanteds. I really appreciate it, and hopefully all of you enjoyed this overview of my Enchanted nail polish collection. Let me know down below if you have any from this brand and which ones are your favorites. I know I have been trying to go through the databases and add some of the other polishes that I don't have yet to my wish list so that when I do see Enchanteds come up in a D-stash, I'll know which ones to grab. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in that next video.